Hey YouTube, this video is going to be my updated deck profile for my very first Vanguard deck, or clan that I used to play when I first started this game, Oracle Think Tank. This is the updated one that I built for CEO, including the new cross ride. So this one's a more complete one. Let's get started here. The starter is Battle Sister Eclair. This is your generic, it's that generic one where you counterblast one, put this into the soul, and look at the top 5 cards for and search for a grade 3 Oracle Think Tank. So it's just a generic one, and I found that this kind of card, although a lot of people prefer to run a different kind of grade 0, or one that doesn't have such a generic effect, or isn't a lousy 4,000 booster, this one's really good for cross rides. So since you need to search your cross ride, it helps with the consistency of that. Next, I went with four draws, so 2 Miracle Kid and 2 Dream Eater. I could have gone all of either one, but I decided to change it up a bit. Mainly for memorization of the cards that you put on the bottom of the deck, so you know if they're still in or not. Next, 4 critical and 4 more critical. I kind of might try 6 and 6 draw and 6 critical, mainly because the deck, it gets a lot of advantages when it has big hand. Although Psychic Bird does help you, he doesn't really gain anything because you're kind of saying goodbye to a 10k shield for another card. But this deck seems to be more aggressive. If I were to go with 6 and 6, it would be a slightly more defensive style play. And then I have 4 heals. 2 different of the Lozenge Magus, or Magus. Not sure how to pronounce that. So that's the grade 0s. For grade 1s, 4 8k vanilla booster, 4 of the original. This is my older one. This is the one that has the non-gold thing from the very first booster pack. Descent of the Knight of Kings, or King of Knights, or whatever. So 4 chocolate, 1 Weather Girl Milk, because you only really need 1. There isn't really a whole lot of room for any more, so just 1. And then 2 White Hare of Inaba. I may take this out, although it's kind of useful. The only reason why it's in here is to fix your cross ride. If for whatever reason you have to ride Goddess first, and you don't ride CEO because you don't have her in the hand, but you have Goddess first, you can always use White Hare later in the game to put CEO in the soul. That's the only reason why I'm running that. And then for a rush build, because it's an Amaterasu deck, put 3 Battle Maiden, Sayorihime. So that's the grade 1s. This is basically, when you have Amaterasu, this thing, when it attacks, it's 10,000. So that's the grade 1s. For grade 2, 3 Battle Maiden, Tagitsuhime. So these are the Battle Maidens for the deck. This one is better in late game when you have 6 or more soul. It attacks for 12,000, so it can potentially be a 20k column in late game, provided you ride Amaterasu and have been soul charging. Next, 3 Battle Deity Susanoo. This is your Burning Horn Dragon for Amaterasu, but it's specific to Amaterasu. So it's only 12,000 attack when you have Amaterasu as a Vanguard. So if you don't, like if you ride something else, it doesn't get its effect. And that's the main reason why I only run 3 instead of 4. Next, 3 Maiden of Libra. The deck doesn't soul or counterblast that much, except for Goddess's effect. So you can use this at least once in the game to draw a card and improve hand advantage. So it's not completely useless. And then 2 Silent Tom. 2 Silent Tom can end games He's kind of weak. He's only 8,000, so your opponent, if they're smart, they'll target him. They'll try to get him off the field as fast as possible. But 2 is really enough just to put pressure or possibly end the game and declare like a final turn or something, depending on what their hand looks like. So that's the grade 2s. For grade 3s, I went with 2 Goddess of Flower, Divination, Sakuya, mainly because she was reprinted. And then I have my trial deck 1. So I put her in here. She's similar to Bermuda Triangle's Princess Lena. And she also has Amaterasu's effective when she attacks. If your hand, or during your turn, if the number of cards in your hand is 4 more, she gets 4,000. So she's pretty good. That's only a Vanguard effect though. So she's kind of a lousy rear guard, but I don't know. It just adds variety to the deck. And I needed to put another grade 3. Next, for CEO Amaterasu, I pulled one of these, so I'm running the alternate art one. This is your main Vanguard that you want to use throughout most of the game until late game, until you have like 4 damage or more, and like 3 or 4, 5, 6 soul. And then the last one is 2 Goddess of the Sun Amaterasu. Interesting thing about this, I pulled both of these in the same box, or no, maybe I pulled one in one box and one in the other. One's an SP and one's a triple R. So yeah, that's the deck. She has a pretty good effect to allow you to search anything, counterblast to search anything when it attacks or when it hits. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. This was Oracle Think Tank has been my main, well, not really my main, but it's been the main deck that I played from way back. So as always, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.